All that I have is my grandfather's hammer, his old railroad watch with the casing all worn. The Bible my grandmother bought him last Christmas that he gave to my mother, now she's passed it on. Some may leave money from a lifetime of saving, some just their name on a marble stone. It's not what you leave, it's the joy of remembering. All I can leave you is a handful of songs. Some may leave stories well tuned in the telling, some may leave jokes that'll still make you laugh. Some may leave lessons hard in the learning, some just a smile on an old photograph. Some may leave money from a lifetime of saving, some just their name on a marble stone. It's not what you leave, it's the joy of remembering. All I can leave you is a handful of songs. How many days slip away without notice? How many friends have we lost on the way? How many good times are taken for granted and only remembered when they've passed away? Some may leave money from a lifetime of saving, some just their name on a marble stone. It's not what you leave, it's the joy of remembering. All I can leave you is a handful of songs. Some may leave money from a lifetime of saving, some just their names on a marble stone. It's not what you leave, it's the joy of remembering. All I can leave you is a handful of songs.
Fáilte agus díomh go léir. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Kathleen O'Neill, along with Bruce Smith, here at the Gaelic League Irish American Club, located at 2068 Michigan Avenue in Corktown, Detroit. We welcome you to come on down and enjoy the music and the show today, or just stay tuned and listen, or listen later. We will have it posted as we right now are doing streaming with Detroit Irish Radio Facebook page and the website and crbradio.com, but later you can also listen via the YouTube channel, Detroit Irish Radio. Our number is 313-942-0159. For those of you that would like to call in or would like to text us, you can always email us at DetroitIrishRadio@gmail.com, or once again, message Mary at Detroit Irish Radio Facebook page. We are part of the Green Wave of the Cave Radio broadcasting. There are 4 programs in 3 days. Started yesterday with Matt O'Donnell's the Emerald Isle Express from 1 to 4 p.m. This morning, Johnny Costello, the Rebel Rooster, from 10 to noon. And now from 1 to 3, we have Detroit Irish Radio. Following up tomorrow is our friend Pat Johnson with the Irish Music Cafe from 4 to 6 p.m. Keep that in mind and have a listen and enjoy. Well, Bruce, we had a fun Sunday last week, and we want to thank all that tuned in and listened and those that came up and spoke with us on and off the air. We were out at the Motor City Irish Festival, a great event, some wonderful entertainment, and it was nice to be there and be able to do the show. And thanks to Bruce for making it all happen and keeping us on the air this year.
She waited until I had oh, my mic's not working. Hold on.
Oh, I'm already hooked up.
There we go.
Bruce.
I was going to say she waited until I had taken a bite of a banana to do that introduction.
Oh, well, surprise, surprise. But it was fun, wasn't it?
We had a lot of fun, and we actually broadcast it live, which is really nice.
Oh, yeah, and being able to see so many people, it was a real joy.
Yeah, we only played half of our music.
Well, we'll try to get in the other half today, or more. But today is going to be a fun day because the Detroit Irish Music Association musicians and members are coming on down for a Father's Day session. So all are welcome to come down. If you want to play the music or bring your instrument and join the circle, or if you just want to come down, bring your fathers down and enjoy a beverage and listen to some great music. That runs from 3 to 5 p.m. here at the Gaelic League. We will have a few of those musicians coming in a bit earlier and adding to this program at the end of the second hour. So keep that in mind, and as I probably failed to say at the beginning, a very happy Father's Day to all of you that are fathers, whether it's biological or serving that role, whether you're the father or uncle, big brother, neighbor, teacher, whatever male that's out there that's helping to guide and advise and love these little children. We appreciate, and hopefully if you're fortunate enough to have a father still alive, you're meeting up with them today or at least giving them a call, and keep in mind that you do make a difference, both children and parents. And today it's fathers. We started with a handful of songs being sung by Patrick Woods, a fellow from Derry, came to the league many years ago, performed. And what better can we leave our loved ones but the love and the memories of being together and taking time for each other. So with that, we are going to go into some more music and actually start with a poem. This is one of those poems from Patrick Kavanagh, being read by different artists, notable people from Ireland. This time it's Liam Neeson reading the poem, Memory of My Father, and then we'll follow up with the Furies with the song The Old Man, and then follow it up with them and Davy Arthur with Ted Fury's selection, and that was their father that guided them into the business of playing wonderful music. Enjoy.
Every old man I see reminds me of my father, and he had fallen in love with death one time when sheaves were gathered. That man I saw on Gardner Street, stumbled on the curb, was one. He stared at me half-eyed. I might have been his son. And I remember the musician faltering over his fiddle in Bayswater, London. He too set me the riddle. Every old man I see in October-colored weather seems to say to me, I was once your father.
tears have all been shed now. We've said our last goodbyes. His soul's been blessed, he's laid to rest, and as now I feel alone. He was more than just a father, a teacher, my best friend, and he'll still be heard in the tunes we shared when we played them on our own. I never will forget him, for he made me what I am. Though he may be gone, memories linger on, and I miss him, the old man. As a boy, he'd take me walking by mountain, field and stream, and he'd show me things not known to kings, and secret between him and me, like the colors of the pheasant as he rises in the dawn, and how the fish and make a wish beside the holy tree. Oh, I never will forget him, for he made me what I am. Though he may be gone, memories linger on. I miss him, my old man. I thought he'd live forever. He seemed so big and strong, but the minutes fly and the years roll by for a father and a son. And suddenly when it happened, there was so much left unsaid. No second chance to tell him thanks for everything he's done. Oh, I never will forget him, for he made me what I am. Though he may be gone, memories linger on. I miss him, my old man.
All right, we have our first call-in for today, and I'm wishing a very happy Father's Day to our friend Pork Egan. Pork, how are you doing today? And wishing you all the best on this special day.
Yeah, thanks very much, Kathleen. I noticed you had Liam Nielsen on there just a few minutes ago, so I'm really going to have to sharpen up to try and equal his talking.
Oh no, you're great in your own right. People here in Detroit just think you're the notable Irish here.
Yeah. Well, Kathleen, no, to answer your question. Yeah, it's Father's Day on a breezy, sunny, comfortable afternoon in June. So we have much to be thankful for, and we all can remember our fathers, of course. Some passed away a long time ago, and some not so long ago. But for any new listeners, I typically keep you up to date on GAA happenings locally and in Ireland. And today we will start locally here in southeast Michigan. The Detroit Wolftones, that's the men's team, are playing at home next weekend, this coming weekend, and that'll be Saturday at 2 p.m. And they're actually playing down at historic Fort Wayne, which is at the 6325 West Jefferson in Detroit. They'll be playing Cincinnati, and I have to say, I personally have never been to that field. I'm not sure even, have never been in the facility. So it's a first for everybody. So it'll be another reason to go and maybe see historic Fort Wayne, but also to see the Wolftones. So again, next Saturday at 2 p.m., Wolftones will be playing Cincinnati here in Detroit.
Very nice. Well, I was going to say most of the buildings in Fort Wayne are not open to the public, but the grounds are very nice, and it's right on the water, so it will be a pretty sight for those. But very good.
Kathleen, if I get any more details on where the location is before the end of the show, I'll send them on to you. But at this point, all I can say is that it's at Fort Wayne and at 2 o'clock.
Excellent. On Saturday, right?
Next Saturday, this Saturday, yes.
All right.
So we must we got to give praise to the young men who have continued to keep the team going the last few years, especially the Mulcahy brothers, and now we have Sean Newell who is their manager. So fair play to those fellas for keeping it going and introducing to the whole new generation of young men playing the game, and they're playing it very well. And we got some things to look forward to around here when it comes to the Wolftones. The Detroit Harps youth Gaelic football team are also having introduction training every week. Not today though, due to Father's Day. They don't have it, but anybody goes to the Detroit Harps Facebook page, they can get updated times and days of when they're training.
Very good.
So Kathleen, in Ireland, hurling was to the forefront last weekend, with both the Munster final and the Leinster final taking place. In Munster was the much anticipated meeting of Clare and Limerick. Limerick, remember, three-time All-Ireland hurling winners. And in Galway, it was in Leinster, it was Galway versus Kilkenny. Well, the Munster final was an instant classic, with Limerick holding on desperately to win by 1 point. And in Leinster, Galway are on their way to a tremendous comeback win. And we will join the game, if you have the clip, we'll join the game for the last minute or so, and it's a courtesy of RTE TV.
Plays it down. There's a man unmarked in there, and that man could well score, and that man has scored, and Brian Concannon has got a third, and Galway are ahead by 2 with about 30 seconds of the 5 minutes still left to play. Kilkenny won't give up. A goal would surely win it for them. Kilkenny still battling ahead. TJ Reid almost got to that. The sun might have been in his eyes. Sean Linan's back there to keep it away from him. Last few seconds. 3:21 to 2:26. It is 32 points to 30. Galway trying to win it again. Joseph Cooney almost losing it. He has lost it to 𝐶𝐞𝐭 and then lost it again. TJ Reid takes it up, blocked down by whoever went in to challenge him that time. Everybody putting in everything they possibly got. And finally, here's an opportunity. Cillian Buckley, he can win it for Kilkenny. He may have done so. What a conclusion here. Cillian Buckley, of all people. What a performance. He's never scored before in the championship, any kind of goal. He may well have denied Galway the title here.
He did, it's all over. What a finish. Pádraig Mannion, who was absolutely brilliant, lost his hurt, kicked the ball out. Where did Cillian Buckley come from? That's the greatest Kilkenny win of all. That's the way to do it. They're never beaten. Galway will be absolutely devastated. Haven't hurled their way back into it. But what a finish. What a goal and what a game of hurling we've had here.
Oh, the game is the one that has just given us everything. It keeps on giving. People have been talking about the Munster Championship rightly.
Rightly
fantastic.
so. Rightly
but
so.
This was an absolutely brilliant Leinster final.
Well, it was the first.
How exciting, huh?
Hey, we lost.
Oh, did we lose Porrick? I was going to say exciting finish and really exciting that the player that had never scored before.
Your call has been
forwarded. The one that scored had never scored before. So very, very cool. Hopefully we'll get Porrick back on here. And if not...
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 734335674.
Can you turn that off?
Kathleen?
There you are. Okay. Hi there, Porrick. How are you?
Yeah, sorry, we got cut off somehow, but that was the end of that little clip. Just for anybody who didn't see that game, or obviously we were just listening to an audio clip. At the end of that game, those players were just so exhausted. Galway had many opportunities to get the ball out of their end of the field, but those players had just played themselves into the ground, and they were almost not able to move. So hurling is such a game of exceptional skill and supreme fitness, and a sporting spirit that rivals any professional game in the world. Anyone who would like to see a live game in the next few weeks, because in the next couple of weeks we're getting to the senior hurling championship All Ireland semi-final and final. Anyone who would like to see a live game can go to 𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐴𝐺.ie and watch a live game, and I can promise you they won't be disappointed. You're going to see just unbelievable sportsmen. So, anyhow, I better keep going here, Kathleen. In football, this weekend, we had the conclusion of the round-robin All-Ireland football series, as I said. As expected, the leading teams, Dublin, Kerry, Mayo, Galway, etc., dispatched of their weaker opponents. And we had some games that literally just ended in the last hour or two. And anybody who looks up the score of the Sligo versus Dublin game or the Kerry versus Louth game will realise what I mean by stronger teams and weaker teams. Teams like Sligo and Louth and so on. We got the opportunity to play the stronger teams in the past few weeks, and we won't dwell on the score, if you know what I mean. I better keep moving on quick.
But you know what? They got the opportunity, and it's the experience and the joy of playing that makes the difference, right?
Literally, Kathleen, we got the chance today to play the best players, if you could say the best players in the country. I suppose if you think about it, we're talking about Gaelic football, the best players in the world. These are exceptional players, and we did the best we could. In the Tailteann Cup, and the Tailteann Cup is actually the secondary, not the secondary, but it's another competition that just started last year. It's for some of the lesser, the weaker counties. This has also reached the knockout stage. So in the following weeks, we're reaching the finals of the Senior Championship Football, Hurling, and the Tailteann Cup. And all games from this point onwards will be knockouts. So we're really we're on the quest of the All Ireland semi-finals. Croke Park will be over brimming with frantic supporters come looking for a new All-Ireland winner, and for some, it's decades in the making. So we will see how it turns out. So that's it for Gaelic football this week, Kathleen. I know you got other callers possibly and other things going on. So maybe if I can conclude and just request some music for this weekend.
Sounds good. And we look forward to the results in the future. And just one little reminder that for the Harps, they resume when they're training out at Floden Park next Sunday. And those are at 5:30, 6 o'clock or so?
Yeah, 5 o'clock.
Okay, and then the game with the Wolftones is on Saturday out at Fort Wayne, which is right along Jefferson Avenue in southwest Detroit. So that'll be exciting too. And so what do we have as far as music from you this week, Pork?
Kathleen, we a song from Kathy Jordan. Kathy Jordan is the lead singer with 𝐿𝙚𝙗𝙧𝙗𝙗. 𝐿𝙚𝙗𝙧 are a Sligo based group. They've been around for many, many years. Excellent group. And it's kind of a Father's Day song. I think it's probably as much an immigration song as a Father's Day song, but I thought it'd be a nice song for Father's Day. And again, that's about it for me for this week.
Okay, and the song is titled "The Road I Go." So thanks so very much for all that you do, Pork, and we appreciate you taking the time on this special day for you to call in with GA News and more. So enjoy the rest of your day. Yep, God bless you. Bye-bye.
Where the road leads to the river, past the fields I know so well. Seems I've known them since forever. All their stories I can tell. I see my father in the meadow. He knows this day will be, that I will leave tomorrow, that I will be a memory. And I see him through the years of childhood. He bends now while I grow. I miss it here, but I won't fear the road I go. Tonight we will be gathered and we'll sing a song or two, the old songs we sang together, bonny boys and violets blue. And I'll take songs to carry with me, to hold my memories, till I will sing a new song of all that I have yet to be. For all I have been given, I'm ready now. I know I'll miss it here, but I won't fear the road I go. Take songs to carry with me, to hold my memories, till I will sing a new song of all that I have yet to be. For all I have been given, I'm ready now. I know I'll miss it here, but I won't fear the road I go. I miss it here, but I won't fear the road I go.
Well, that was a very nice selection from our friend Porrick Keegan. 𝐷𝐸, that was Kathy Jordan, beautiful voice. The Road I Go. I love that he selects songs that I've never played before, so they're always a new one. But with me now is our good friend, Father Brendan McCarrick. Father Brendan, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank God.
Very good, and you're on the air, so what kind of news or what can you share with our fathers today on this special day?
Well, it's Father's Day, so we're here to wish every father all the best. All those fathers and grandfathers and great-grandfathers, but there's many fathers who are priests out there as well. We ask the Lord to keep them safe as well, for they're getting to be a rare commodity now in the world of today.
True. And I was going to say, and I had said earlier, for all the males that are out there that are helping to nurture and guide, give advice and love our youngsters, so important. And so yes, fathers, whatever role you play in life, your occupation, definitely, if you're teaching a child, you deserve to be recognized today as well. So happy Father's Day to you.
Oh, indeed, yes.
Yeah. So did you have fun out at the Motor City Irish Fest last week? Don't tell me we lost another call. Yeah. I'm not sure why we're having that problem today. We'll see.
Sorry about that. The WhatsApp dropped us.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's going on here today? So did you have fun out at the festival? Get to see some entertainment and lots of people last Sunday?
Well, our parish, the parish festival was a great success, and everyone came and had a great enjoyment for a day. And then, of course, the Palatines had a wonderful outing there with the golf outing a couple of weeks ago, and that was done so very, very well. Again, thank you to Brian and Marty Dunleavy for organising that so well for us. We had over 100 golfers, so that was fantastic turnout. You know, it's wonderful to see these men who are doing great work to support not only their families and the communities, but also the Palatines as well. So we appreciate that all the time.
Well, I was going to say, and then last week you were out at the Motor City Irish Fest and sharing your news about an upcoming event in November already. You're way ahead of schedule.
Indeed, a wonderful celebration there. Lots of good men over there. Of course, Kevin Murphy and his team doing great work to make sure it was a wonderful success. And even the little droppings of rain didn't come to disappoint. So it was a wonderful day, wonderful days for everybody, I must say. And congratulations to Kevin and all the team, and for all the great work they have done. And they're also helping to guide us too as we move forward towards November. So it's the same good men and women who are helping everybody. So thank you to them as well.
Absolutely. It was a joy being out there. So we wish you a great day today. I don't know if you're catching somebody's barbecue or not, but I know there's golfing later. That will pique your interest as well. But you enjoy whatever you do today, Father, and the rest of the week. All right? Oh, gosh. I think we're going to have to stop with the calls today. We'll have to, but all the best to Father Brendan and to everyone that reaches out to young people, and certainly those that are reaching out to us, Detroit Irish Radio. You're just going to have to come on down and see Anne Marie. She's serving behind the bar here today, and we look forward to having the Detroit Irish musicians here later as well with some live music, always very special. And for those that are celebrating birthdays this week, we want to say La Braha Hana to the following. Jim Nigerian, Mary Sheehy, and Angela Urban all celebrate their birthday on Tuesday. Thursday is Eric Cole, Diane Gardner, Amy Hunt, and Colleen Spencer, my niece. Friday, Leah Jackson celebrates her birthday, and Saturday is Kenny Basner's and Nick Brown's birthday. So very happy birthday to all of them. And for anniversary couples, coming up tomorrow, Michael and Heather Lemus are celebrating 2 years of marriage. Keith and Katie Woods also have an anniversary. I don't know how many years, so maybe someone can let us know. On Tuesday is Liam and Charlotte Neary's 58th anniversary, as well as Patrick and Anna O'Hare, 31 years. Congratulations to both of you. Wednesday, Brian and Stacy Malloy celebrate 20 years of marriage. Thursdays is Jim and Marge Nigerian, 60 years of marriage. And myself and my husband Dan are celebrating 44 years of marriage. On Saturday is Tim and Bridget Taylor's 22nd anniversary. So very happy anniversary to all of you, and wishing you many more healthy, happy years together. As we go into another selection of songs, thinking about our fathers on Father's Day, we have Kathy Durkin with the song My Father's Shoes, and then followed up with Mary Duff, Daddy's Hands.
My father was a working man and got up with the sun and toiled away from dawn till dusk. His work was never done. He held my mother's love so gently in his kind and tender way, and his blessings I will treasure until my dying day. I'll never fill my father's shoes or plow the furrows straight. My father lives inside me, and his memories never fade. And when I cross the borderline, I know that I will see my father's shoes outside the door, waiting there for me. My father's love of music, a passion that was great. He loved to play the fiddle, old tunes like Bonnie Kate. He traveled over Ireland, played at crossroads, halls and barns. His winter nights and summer days were full of tales and yarns. I'll never fill my father's shoes or plow the furrows straight. My father lives inside me, and his memories never fade. And when I cross the borderline, I know that I will see my father's shoes outside the door, waiting there for me. My father worked the land each day of honest toil and love, and we prayed each night together for God's bounty from above. I never told him that I loved him, but I never needed to. At our last farewell he told me, I'll be waiting there for you. I'll never fill my father's shoes or plow the furrows straight. My father lives inside me, and his memories never fade. And when I cross the borderline, I know that I will see my father's shoes outside the door, waiting there for me. My father's shoes outside the door, waiting there for me.
All right, we're wondering why our phones are dropping. I hope it's because people are busily calling their fathers and wishing them a very happy Father's Day, and so the lines are just jammed. But some of us aren't that fortunate to be able to do that. And Bruce just mentioned that a lot of these songs are sad. Well, I think they could be sad, but maybe it's because people are remembering those good days with their fathers and the fun times. And so hopefully we'll find some peppy songs along the way.
Those are the kinds of songs we need about the fun times.
Yeah, not just reminiscing about what there was like days gone by, but hopefully we'll come up with something there if we get through some more songs. Just a little reminder, too, that today is, or this weekend, celebrating Juneteenth. It is now a federal holiday, and there are all kinds of activities in the Detroit area, around the country as well, remembering this day that is now a federal holiday, commemorating the emancipation of enslaved African Americans. Actually, 2 years after President Abraham Lincoln emancipated the enslaved Africans, those in Galveston Bay, Texas, heard the news of their freedom, and so they've embraced this, and it's been too many years before it finally became a national or federal holiday. So in Eastern Market, from noon until 6 o'clock, there's a Juneteenth Freedom Festival today. Oak Park also has something going on. There's something, 1400 Porter Street. That isn't, I don't know where that would, that's probably the brewery on Porter Street in Corktown. They're having festivities. There's a parade and then a festival tomorrow in Highland Park. And the date that really, it's according to the bill, is June 19th, or it's the date that falls, if it falls on a Sunday, or it can be celebrated on the Friday or Monday or closest to. So anyways, it's being celebrated tomorrow, the 19th, and there are some activities, it looks like, on the 20th as well. And Bruce also told me about a special thing that's happening with band camp. We've often have said to go to band camp for various music from some of our wonderful musicians. Well, band camp says on Monday, June 19th, from midnight to midnight Pacific time, they will hold their 4th annual Juneteenth fundraiser, where we donate 100% of our shares of sales to the NAACP Legal Defense Fund, a racial justice organization with a long history of effectively enacting change through litigation, advocacy, and public education. And then as a reminder, band camp Fridays will resume on the first Friday of August, September, October, November, and December. And what happens on those days is the musicians whose merchandise you purchase will get 100% of the proceeds, right, Bruce? Is that how that happens?
That's how it works.
Okay. So thanks
good day, good day to buy music.
Yeah, just keep that in mind. Tomorrow, they're doing a special fundraiser where the monies will be going to the NAACP, and then from August through December, the first Friday of each month, the monies will be going straight to the musicians who music you're supporting and the music you're purchasing.
I highly recommend it. We use it to purchase music for the radio show too. So
right. Yeah,
definitely check it out. Yeah.
I was going to say many of the artists we know that I don't know if we first became familiar with it.
I think Enda did bring us into the
Riley
band camp.
Yeah, but we have gotten other music from there too. So keep that in mind. Have a place to go for some great music and be supportive of all these artists. With that, I'm going to say Aber Padre Sanadini Atatin to the following people who are in need of prayers at this time, and include also your own family members that who aren't on our own personal list, but I'm going to include Ivan Anderson, Mary Jo Began, Laura Bond, Judy and Tom Bruni, Margaret Carducci, Bill Carney, Nick Shimatero, John Couture, Kitty Durbin, Brian Dunleavy, John Finnerty, Bridie Flynn, Ed Foley, Betty and Mary Gowdy, Mary Gold, Joanne Haley, Dennis Hayes, Dave and Aaron Keem, Jamie Jones, Shelley Lees, Kevin Lussick, Angela McGuire, Patty Martin, and Eden Mashburn, Rick McMurray, Richard McNichols, Sean Moore, Bridget Murray, Ann Purcell, Mary Ann Quinn, Betty McCabe Rizzo, Norm Root. I'm adding Alexander Joseph Sad and his parents, Kayla and Charbel, this week. I'll talk about him in a minute, but let's go on with our list. Chris Scanlon, Mary Sheehy, Megan Tierney, Sarah Turner, Lexton Williams, Joan Wisely, Kevin Wisely, and once again, those whose names I do not have, you can always email them to DetroitIrishRadio@gmail.com, Facebook them to Mary at Detroit Irish Radio, or send a text to 313-942-0159, and we will certainly add them to our list. We also include our caregivers, our family members, as well as the medical teams of doctors, nurses, and hospital staff. But little Alexander Joseph, I just learned, was born on May 19th. His actual due date is August 4th. So he was born at 29 weeks. He is actually my cousin's grandson, firstborn to his mama, Kayla, and the father, Charbel. And so lots of prayers for little Alexander. He is in Windsor Hospital, and we pray for him to continue to grow and become a very strong and healthy little boy. But he started off struggling, so lots of prayers for him and his parents and all that love him. With that, let's go into a couple more songs. I don't know if they're any peppier this time around, Bruce, but we'll get there. Because we're going to talk about my father's house. And we all know about how our father's houses were when we were living in them, and certainly as we had to take care of them after they died. But this is being sung by Derek Bryan, but there was always lots of love in our father's house. And then followed up with Daniel and his sister Margot O'Donnell with My Gentle Daddy.
The gable wall is all that's left now. The old thatched cottage has fallen down. I dry my eyes as I fondly remember days of long ago when I was young. In my father's house we were poor but rich in love. No TV, but music there was plenty of. My mama hummed old melodies and we all sang along. In my father's house when I was young.
The years have passed and times are changing. The rambling house is almost gone, but still I hear the laughter of children, just like long ago when I was young. In my father's house, we were poor but rich in love. No TV, but music there was plenty of. My mama hummed the old melodies, and we all sang along. In my father's house, when I was young. In our father's house, when we were young.
The grass is growing round the grave of someone dear to me, someone whom I trusted in, who cared so tenderly. I never will forget his ways or forget his loving smile, and the way he'd take me in his arms when I was just a child. Gentle Daddy, my gentle Daddy, you're the rose that blooms in every angel's eyes. Oh, my Daddy, my gentle Daddy, in heaven you're standing right there by God's side. Mama hasn't been the same since you've gone and left our home. She talks about you in her sleep and cries when she's alone. She knows what pain and hurt are like, but somehow she carries on. It must be the love she feels inside that's lasting her so long. Gentle Daddy, my gentle Daddy, you're the rose that blooms in every angel's eyes. Oh, my Daddy, my gentle Daddy, in heaven you're standing right there by God's side. In heaven you're standing right there by God's side.
Well, I didn't gain any points on those two songs either, right, Bruce?
No, I'm kind of bummed today.
I was going to say, we'll get peppier. Grandpa's coming up next, and there's got to be a happy grandpa part to this. But I do have some good news to share with you. The Tigers Irish Heritage Night ticket package with the jerseys have sold out. Over 1,000 tickets have been purchased for the date, and that date is September 8th. There is a game with the Tigers versus the White Sox. But thanks to all that have supported this fundraiser, with $5 of it going to the United Irish Societies, the Tigers have agreed, because of the outstanding response, to order an additional 500 jerseys. So you still have a chance to purchase the Tiger Night package. There is an increase of $2, but the package is $32, and this could make a wonderful Father's Day gift, or a graduation, a birthday party, or any other fun thing. Come on out for the Irish Heritage Night. Once again, that is happening on Friday, September 8th. The game starts at 6:40, but the Irish festivities start at 5:45, an hour before the game. It's at Comerica Park. This is sponsored by the United Irish Societies, which is the supporter of the St. Patrick's Parade. The $32 ticket price includes one mezzanine ticket, a 2023 Tiger Irish Heritage jersey, and $5 donations to the United Irish Societies. So if you're interested, you can order your tickets and send them money to make it payable to United Irish Societies, and mail it to 22709 South Keys, Keys, and that is Taylor, Michigan 48180. It says, be ready to sing when Irish eyes are smiling during the 7th inning stretch, and also take me out to the ball game. There is also a raffle to be able to throw out the first pitch. But for now, I'm just sharing this information. It's important. If you missed out on the tickets, and they've already sold 1,000 of them, what a fun night it's going to be at the ballpark that night with September 8th, with all of our Irish wearing their jerseys. I also got just a little notice from our friend Mary Bongiorno that some people have been checking in and sharing on Facebook. We really appreciate that, including our friend Stacy Skinador in sunny Illinois. Well, it is sunny here today too, so happy to hear you're tuned in. I understand you were last week as well. It was just so busy at the festival, we didn't get the chance to say hello to you. Also, Amy Hunt and Mark Hurley, which I was happy to see out at the festival. Daniel Martin from Washington State. Also, MichiganIrish.com is sharing, so thank you. Daniel Miller and John and Julia Sullivan in Chatham, Ontario. Appreciate it. And talking about John, he will be performing at the Gaelic League in July. He was on the show last Sunday out at the festival, and on July 15th, that's Saturday night, John will be performing. So.
Well, he said that he was going to be performing regularly on Saturdays.
Right.
Usually the 3rd.
Right.
So check with the schedule and see if he's there.
True, but I do know next
week. Yeah.
Next
time.
month.
Yeah.
Next month it is July. That I already checked, so that's exciting too. And it's exciting just to know people are out there listening. Hoping you're enjoying the day. Hope you're enjoying the music, and hopefully it'll get a little peppier. But you know, when you think about your dads, you know, if you're reminiscing because your fathers are no longer here, it is a happy, sad thought. You know, they did. You are who you are because of your family. Or generally speaking, some people break from that.
Okay, yeah, I'm one of those broke the mold.
Yeah, not everyone. Okay, Bruce, let's go on to Grandpa. Maybe you're more like your grandfather. Who knows? This song is being sung by John Egan, and then we'll follow it with the Chieftains plus Elvis Costello with the song Muldoon, The Solid Man, and Grandfather's Tune.
Funny after all these years to have a different name. It's not what I'm used to, it's really not the same. It's not like son or sweetheart, I've heard those for a while. But when they call me Grandpa, I always have to smile. Hey, hey, Grandpa, come on and play with me. Come on, Grandpa, bounce me on your knee. Please buy me some ice cream and take me to the zoo. I love you, Grandpa, and I want to play with you. When I was first a daddy, well, I didn't have much time to play with my own children or sing them nursery rhymes. They grew up much too quickly for me to watch them grow. But now my kids have kids, so I'm another chance. And so it's, hey, hey, Grandpa, come on and play with me. Come on, Grandpa, bounce me on your knee. Please buy me some ice cream and take me to the zoo. I love you, Grandpa, and I want to play with you.
That's a gentleman that wrote the song, playing acoustic guitar, Mr. Jerry Carvo.
There's places I'll remember, and there's faces I'll forget, and probably many things I'll do I'll later on regret. But one thing is for sure, as sure as night and day, when my grandkids call me Grandpa, then everything's okay. Hey, hey, Grandpa, come on and play with me. Come on, Grandpa, bounce me on your knee. Please buy me some ice cream and take me to the zoo. I love you, Grandpa, and I want to play with you. Hey, hey, Grandpa, come on and play with me. Come on, Grandpa, bounce me on your knee. Please buy me some ice cream and take me to the zoo. I love you, Grandpa, and I want to play with you. I love you, Grandpa, and I want to play with you.
Oh, thank you very much. Very kind. Very, very, very kind.
I am a man of great influence and educated to a high degree. I came when small from Donegal, and me cousin Jimmy came along with me. On the city road I was situated, in a lodging house with me brother Dan, till by perseverance I elevated, and I went to the front like a solid man. So come with me and I will treat you decent. I will sit you down and I will fill your can. And along the street all the friends I meet say, there goes Muldoon, he's a solid man. I control the tunes, I control the island. My constituents, they all go there to enjoy their summer's recreation and take the enchanting East River air. I am known in Harlem, I'm known in Jersey, I'm welcomed hearty at every hand. And come what may, on St. Patrick's Day, I march away like a solid man. So come with me and I will treat you decent. I'll sit you down and I will fill your can. And along the street all the friends I meet say, there goes Muldoon, he's a solid man.
tomorrow, on our friend Patrick Johnson's show, it will be live from the 𝐿 Hall, located at 25300 5 Mile Road, from 4 to 6 p.m. And also, it will be a fundraiser for the Ladies Ancient Order of Hibernians. It's a state board annual fundraiser. So come on out and enjoy the music and conversation on Pat's show. And stick around. There's music, dancing, raffle basket, pizza and salad, desserts, cash bar, and donations are being accepted at the door. So it should be a fun show tomorrow out at the 𝐿 Hall with our friend Patrick Johnson, as well as Dave and Aaron Keem, who assist on the Irish Music Cafe. I want to take a moment and thank our many organizations that have been very supportive of this program, including Pádraig Egan and Emerald Plumbing, Gaelic League Irish American Club, United Irish Societies, Detroit Metro, Emerald Police Society, the Fraternal Order of United Irishmen, Brian Dunleavy and Dunleavy's Irish Pub in Allen Park, Stephen Maloney and Maloney Tall and Marble, Friendly Sons of St. Patrick, Motor City Irish Fest, the Knights of Equity Court 6 and Daughters of Erin, Ancient Order of Hibernian Stephen Walsh and Blessed Solanus Casey Divisions, Ardán Academy of Irish Dance and Kitty's Ceilidh, the Ladies Ancient Order of Hibernians Elizabeth Fagan, Catherine McCauley, Ethel Kennedy and Rose Kennedy Divisions, Kevin and Shelley Murphy and Murphy's Restaurant in Retford, Father Brendan McCarrick and the Irish Palatine Fathers, John G. Irwin and EXP Realty, Mike Carey Music Incorporated. Greatly appreciate all of your support. With that, let's go in. This time we're going to talk about uncles. Bruce goes, what? It's Father's Day. But don't you have that favorite uncle that would get down on the floor and play with you as a kid or take you different places? They too are a big part of making a child's life wonderful. We have the song by Three Way Street, Uncle Dan McCann, and then follow it with Bridget's Cross, a group out of Ohio, with Uncle Mickey's Ghost.
I've lately wandered over here to search for me Uncle Dan. He left the county Galway in the year of 61. Where he's gone to I don't know. I've searched this country high and low, but back to Galway I can't go without me Uncle Dan. Have you seen me Uncle Dan McCann? Typical bit of a Galway man. He came out to the USA in the year of 61. Well, if any dull neighbours living here seen or heard of him anywhere, you'd oblige me if you'd help me find me Uncle Dan McCann. Let me tell you of me Uncle Dan. By God, he was a mighty man. He swam the river Liffey twice a day. He ran 3 rounds at the Phoenix Park. He could dance and sing just like a lark. He wasn't afraid to go home in the dark, me Uncle Dan McCann. Have you seen me Uncle Dan McCann? Typical bit of a Galway man. He came out to the USA in the year of 61. If any dull neighbours living here seen or heard of him anywhere, you'd oblige me if you'd help me find me Uncle Dan McCann. I found me Uncle Dan McCann, a very prosperous Yankee man. He holds a seat in Congress and he's leader of his clan. He's helped to write America's laws, his heart and soul in Ireland's cause. God help the man who opened his jaws to me Uncle Dan McCann. So here's to me Uncle Dan McCann, typical bit of a Galway man. He fought all through the Civil War way back in 61. He was supple and limper in every joint. He wasn't afraid of the bayonet's point. He belonged to the fight in '69, me Uncle Dan McCann.
Our music, yeah, he's been to every show. Could be sitting on a bar stool and not even know he's there. Could be shooting a little 8-ball, could be sitting in that chair. He really loves the music, he likes to sing along. You won't see him strapped for words no matter what the song. You won't see him dancing in the middle of the floor. You won't see him come or leave, even if you watch the door. He's Uncle Mickey's ghost, and to him I drink this toast.
Here's to Mick.
He belongs up there in heaven, but he can't help but stray every time he hears our Irish music start to play. He's Uncle Mickey's ghost. He loved his Irish music most.
Here's to Mick.
He'd never miss a party when we play, he's always near. Besides, everybody knows that in heaven there is no beer. You don't have to worry, there's no need to be alarmed. He's just here to party, wouldn't do you any harm. When we're finished playing and he's had his parting glass, he'll go on back to heaven, you won't even feel him pass. One thing you can rely on, one thing I guarantee. Next time we start playing, you know where Uncle Mike will be. He'll zip on down from heaven, and he'll be here in a wink to sing along to all our songs and to have a little drink. He's Uncle Mickey's ghost, and to him I drink this toast.
Here's to Mick.
He belongs up there in heaven, but he can't help but stray every time he hears our Irish music start to play. He's Uncle Mickey's ghost. He loved his Irish music most.
Here's to Mick.
He'd never miss a party when we play, he's always near. Besides, everybody knows that in heaven there is no beer.
All right. Is that better, Bruce? Yes, uncles are great.
That was a better song, yeah.
Yes. All right. With that, we're excited to hear from our good friend Kathleen Partika. Kathleen, how are you today?
I'm great on this wonderful Happy Father's Day to everybody.
Well, yep. Thanks to all our dads out there, or the ones that are out there caring for young people as good leaders or advisors, making them feel loved. But you have some good news to share, and before we share good news, I'm going to thank you and all that are involved with the Irish Cultural Forum for a wonderful Blooms Day this past Thursday with John Freeman as the MC and Jim Perkins as the entertainer, and then all the ones that got up and read. It was, and the food that you provided, it was all wonderful. So thanks for another fun night at the Gaelic League. But the Irish Cultural Forum isn't finished yet. You got another thing that you're planning, right?
Right, and it's kind of weird how it worked out, but we're really excited to welcome Irish Consul General Kevin Byrne and Consular Office Christina Lasagas on this Wednesday, the 21st. So it's like 2 events that we're doing. So it's like an Irish consulate pop-up from 3 to 5.
And what do you mean by that? Is that like a meet and greet?
Yes, meet and greet, or if you have problems and you want to talk to, or you just want to meet Kevin, make that connection, we would really appreciate if we had a good showing of people to come down and see him. And then that's from 3 to 5, and then he has to leave to go somewhere, and then Christina's staying, and we're going to do an Irish passport hands-on workshop from 6 to 8.
Okay.
So my brother's coming in. He's got most of his papers. He just wants to go over with Christina to make sure that he has everything in order before he sends it in and gets a delay. So, it's a really great way to figure out the whole process there. So
excellent. And those that are halfway through or almost finished, wanting a little bit of encouragement to make sure everything's in order, or those that don't know where to begin, Christina will be the one to help them at least know what they have to gather in order to get an Irish passport.
Right. Yeah, she's very good. I attended one of her classes and I learned a lot. So I thought people would really learn a lot of, about the whole process. And it's not as daunting as it may seem. I mean, you do have to collect a lot of information about your heritage, but once you do it, it's like boom, 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 but it does take a while to get it actually all processed. There's a backlog. So the sooner you start it, the better off you are.
Exactly. And that's happening from 6 to 8. And
right.
Any food available?
We're gonna have food from like 5 to 6.
Okay.
5 to 7. So people can come after work. We'll feed them.
Okay, and that's for available for purchase, right?
Yes.
Okay. And what more do they need? This is a free event. Don't need to get a ticket or anything.
It's a free event. Exactly. The Consul General Kevin feels that he's a servant to the Irish diaspora and to people here in the United States. So he does not like to charge for anything that he does. So.
Right. Well, very, very nice. Okay, well, we appreciate that. Anything else to share, Kathleen?
I'm sorry?
I said, is there anything else you'd like to share?
Nope, that's about all for right now. We're gearing up for the summer, so that's exciting.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll have lots of dates on our calendar for fall events soon. So,
Yep.
All right, thank you so very much for sharing your news with us. We appreciate it. And once again, thanks to the Irish Cultural Forum, which is one of the groups that's part of the Gaelic League Cultural.
There you go. You dropped again.
Oh,
sorry about that. It dropped.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to say, where is this music coming from? It didn't sound like one of the Father's Day songs.
Okay.
But thanks again,
right.
Kathleen. Really appreciate it.
Take care.
Yep.
God
Take
bless.
care.
Bye-bye.
Likewise. All right. With that, let's go into. Now, this one is a little on the sad side, Bruce, just a warning you. This is from Joe McShane, a great entertainer from the north of Ireland that was living in Chicago. I'm not sure if he's still there, but this is a song that he's written, My Dear Father, I Loved You, and then followed up with Frankie Gavin's The Man of the House and Providence Real.
I prayed for you to go, oh, I couldn't love you more. Now my heart is broke and I feel so alone. The tears, they filled my eyes as I listened to your sighs. Now I stand beside your marble stone. And as Christmas comes again, I am missing my best friend. As the candle in my window, it grows dim, that loving smile has gone. Oh, one great gentleman who was loved by everyone that ever knew him. I will try to walk your footsteps. I may miss a step or two, and though we never spoke about it, my dear father, I loved you. As a boy upon your knee, you would sing your songs to me. Then when I grew up, we shared a song or two. Oh, no more music, no more songs. It's so lonesome since you've gone, but I'm sure God has found a special place for you. My brother and I held your hands until you died, in one side of your bed and me the other. And we both prayed that you would go until your hands felt cold. Dad, we just couldn't bear to see you suffer. I will try to walk your footsteps. I may miss a step or two, and though we never spoke about it, my dear father, I loved you. Oh, here's Christmas once again, and I am missing my best friend. As the candle in my window, it grows dim, that loving smile has gone. Oh, one great gentleman who was loved by everyone that ever knew him. I will try to walk your footsteps. I may miss a step or two, and though we never spoke about it, my dear father, I love you. And I hope you left us knowing we were all so proud of you.
All right, we have some of our Detroit Irish Music Association members, the DEMA members, starting to show up. Bruce, should you pull up that chair in order to? Oh, Becky, we're going to give you a different mic. That one is hooked up, ready for all the music that we're going to hear from whatever members show up today on Father's Day. But I also want to remind people they're going to be here again next Sunday. So if you don't make it this week, from 3 to 5 next week, there will also be a session with music starting before the end of the show. But I know that you guys are going to be out at the Celine Celtic Festival in July. And can you tell me a little bit of what the DEMA musicians are doing there?
Yes, I talked to Fran from Ann Arbor, and she said there's going to be a DEMA session on Friday night, and then there's going to be an instrument zoo. I'm not sure about the times on Saturday, and they're going to have like flutes and violins, but no concertina.
Dang.
I know, and that's what I know with DEMA. Fran and Eric are going to be there on Friday night, and I'm sure Fran is going to be there for the zoo.
Now, what do you mean by a zoo?
They have instruments, and kids or adults could look at these instruments that they play the Irish music with.
Oh, nice.
So it's like trying to get other people to learn the Irish instruments.
All right, and we will take that back too. All right. Did you have something else you wanted to share? Okay. The Celine Celtic Festival, it says it's the best little festival in the world. July 7th and 8th. It's at the Washtenaw Farm Council, located at 5055 Ann Arbor Celine Road in Lodi Township. And you can check out their website, CelineCeltic.org, to find out more. But always fun when we hear that some of the musicians we know are out there sharing their music at other fun places. If you want to find out more about the Detroit Irish Musician Association, check out their website, DetroitIrishMusic.org. The sessions that are the classes that they have out in Ann Arbor are stopped for the summer. They will resume in the fall. But the good thing is they're still having their first Wednesday of the month session here at the Gaelic League from 6:30 till about 9 o'clock. So their next session is in July 5th, the day after 4th of July. So if you don't make it today, you have next Sunday to come on down, meet these musicians, or come back out on Wednesday, July 5th, and join the circle, or just come meet some of the members and enjoy the music. Let's see, Bruce, what do we got going here? Let's say a big thank you to our individuals that somehow they always get saved for last, and then all of a sudden the time's up. We want to thank Heather Lemus, Teresa Roddy, John Bentley, Brian and Pam Dunleavy, Michael and Eileen Berry, Patrick and Ann O'Hara, Jim and Bev Murphy, Mary Ryan, Richard McGee, Peter and Maura Dewan, Michael Klein, Bruce Smith, Michael Goddard, Bill and Kate Miller, Dennis and Marilyn Clark, Nora Martin, Evelyn Carney, Kathleen Gallagher, Nick and Peggy Shimatero, Victory and Maloney families, Marianne Quinn, Barbara Sullivan, Brian Maher, Dan and Kathleen Partika, Mauro Kennedy, John and Mary Bongiorno, Dan and Kathleen O'Neill, Jennifer Kelly, Kathleen Griffin, Melva Prentice, Patricia Dillon, Gail McKnight, Kitty Heinzman, the Moriarty family, Dewan family, Patrick Kern family, Doris McCarville, Joan O'Halloran, Patrick Kelleher, Bob and Mary Beth Munt, John and Kathleen Trainer. Next up, this is a song. It kind of fits in, the song is Malachi. I don't get to play it very often, but I love the message by Carol Corcoran of take time and enjoy life. You only go through it once, and enjoy it with those that are most important in your life. So the little advice from a publican named Malachi.
I was making my way down Grafton Street, my head was in a spin, not knowing my destination and not knowing where I'd been. The world and all its pressure kept forcing me to rush. I stepped inside O'Malachi's place and felt a soothing hush. Malachi stood behind the bar, dressed in his apron white. A philosopher of sorts, he claimed, sometimes he was right. A curious combination of poet and of sage, yet he had a simple outlook you won't find on any page. He said, sit down, much of hurry, no need to move so fast. Life will offer you many things, and some that may not last. The things we ought to cherish and search for till the end are the moments we chance upon, like the beauty in a setting sun. And I haven't met a man yet that I cannot call my friend. He said, I've made some observations of the species we call man. Some clear miscalculations have him drifting from the plan. Malachi pulled another pint, delighted when I asked, what's this plan you speak about? He said, about the task of giving his philosophy and sharing his own views. Life and all its secrets, so recognized by few. A simple affirmation to live by day to day. He placed his elbows on the bar and then I heard him say, sit down, what's your hurry? No need to move so fast. Life will offer you many things, and some that may not last. The things we ought to cherish and search for till the end are the moments we chance upon, like the beauty in a setting sun. And I haven't met a man yet that I cannot call my friend. He'd been a long time traveling, seen many distant lands. He lived in many cultures, he had shaken many hands. With a tried and true philosophy, a prayer for every day. He placed his elbows on the bar and then I heard him say, he said, sit down, what's your hurry? No need to move so fast. Life will offer you many things, and some that may not last. The things we ought to cherish and search for till the end are the moments we chance upon, like the beauty in a setting sun. And I haven't met a man yet that I cannot call my friend.
Okay, the Gaelic League, just a bit of information that they are open on the weekends, and then of course during the week when there's events that are happening. But currently the club hours that are standard is Fridays from 5 till midnight, Saturday noon to midnight, and Sunday from noon to 6 p.m. You can always email the Gaelic League Detroit@gmail.com or check out their website. Just a reminder that they are a private club and membership is required. The dues are $25 per year, and basically people are welcome to come into the Gaelic League, but if you are wanting to purchase a drink, you need to have your membership card. You can check out the website, you can use PayPal, or you can also read the bylaws. Good news, we had Derek Warfield and the Young Wolf Tones at the Motor City Irish Festival last weekend, and they are returning in November 18th to the Gaelic League. Put that on your calendar. This coming Saturday, the entertainment from 8 to 11 p.m. is our friend Terry Murphy. So if you're looking for something to do, you can always come and enjoy Terry and his music. Genealogy has their last meeting for the season. They will resume in the fall as well. Do have some names that I want to make mention that are part of our memorial sponsorship. I've already mentioned the different sponsors, but keep in mind these are ones that have been remembered by some of our listeners, including Howard, remembering Howard Kelly, Bob Griffin, the Rice and Ryan families, Scotty Prentice, Jimmy May, the plumber, the Irish plumber, deceased FUI members, Peter Roddy, Bill Carney, Richard McKnight, Westside Red Sullivan, Joanne Gibbons, Dan and Mary Irwin, and the Hughes and Irwin families, Patrick and Mary Kern, Kennedy, Mungie, and Kennedy families, Tommy O'Halloran, Father Michael Cooney, John Heinzman, the Bongiorno and Dean families, Tom and Patricia Quinn, as well as Michael and Rose Quinn, John and Kathleen Moriarty and the deceased Moriarty family members, Frank and Kathleen DeWine, and siblings Jim, Mary, and Frank, and niece Becca. Let's go into some more music. This time we have Larry Kerwin of Black 47. He put out an album for young children. This is one of the songs that he wrote. It's Daddy is a Rock and Roller. We'll hear that one now.
In a rock and roll band, he dresses in black leather and travels all over the land. He's always out there playing gigs, he's hardly ever home. but I know he misses my brother and me when he's out there on the road. When we get up in the morning, Mommy says be quiet, 'cause Daddy came home just an hour ago and he's gigging again tonight. Don't knock down his guitar case, leaning against the wall, and don't trip over his amplifier out there in the hall. May all your dreams come true, Dad. May all your dreams come true. When all your rock and roll is done, well, I'll still be there for you. May all your dreams come true, Dad. May all your dreams come true. When all your rockin' days are gone, may all of your dreams come true. Watches us play with the other kids, but he's thinking about his band. He's different than the other dads. He doesn't join our games, always writing those songs inside his head, but I love him just the same. And when I'm a teenager, I'm gonna join a rock and roll band with my brother playing lead guitar. I'll be the drummer man, and maybe Dad could jam with us. Oh man, wouldn't that be cool? And we could hit the road with him and never go to school. May all your dreams come true, Dad. May all your dreams come true. When all your rock and roll is done, well, I'll still be there for you. May all your dreams come true, Dad. May all your dreams come true. When all your rockin' days are gone, may all of your dreams come true. May all your dreams come true, Dad. May all your dreams come true. When all your rock and roll is done, well, still be there for you.
Okay, you know I can't. I have my back to Bruce at the moment. He said you can't see me pointing at you. Maybe this is the remedy. I just keep my back to him. But right now, we're going to get our friends, ones that have shown up with the Detroit Irish Music Association, the DEMA group. They are here from 3 to 5 today and next Sunday as well. They will be doing a session. And then on July 5th is when you're scheduled, the first Wednesday of July. Hopefully people will be back from their holiday and come on out. But right now, Becky, you want to share with us what's being played today? And
so today we're going to play one of the two 10-penny whistle. Is that what they call it? 10-penny
bit.
That's what it is. And Lilting Banshee. So the three of us will be playing those two tunes.
All right.
Today.
And we thank you for coming out and sharing Father's Day with us here, and for all the listeners out there that are fathers, this is for you. And we have to give you guys credit. It's very difficult to come in and try to play these songs with just three of you today. Sometimes you get more coming in after the show ends. A lot of the musicians don't want to be a part of the radio part, but they must come for the sessions. So those of you that are listening, if you're nearby, come on down. You might have our own private little session with the ones that are here with us today. Lyle on the banjo, Becky on concertina, and Mary on tin whistle. So thank you so very, very much. And I don't know if anyone of you want to talk about what your group has done. That you just come and share a song and takers on talking.
Yeah.
I can hand a mic. We got a few seconds here. How people can get involved, or how stressful is it today? Might have been a little
It's
different.
very stressful. I'd like to thank Kathleen and Bruce for letting us come down here for months now. Really appreciate it. It is nerve-wracking. We're not performers, and we should be a good example that anybody should be able to come down and play with us and have a good time.
And that's truly what it's all about.
Yeah,
And-
we're far from polished.
Well, I was going to say, but the beauty is you're committed to learning new music and sharing what you know, and that's what a session is about.
And they're very accepting of new people on their instruments. So you could be a beginner or an advanced player, and it's still, we have a lot of fun.
I was going to say, the key word is fun. Mary, you want to add to that?
I'm all for fun. I'm tongue-tied. I suppose I should just mention that playing this kind of music and playing it in a group is helping us all avoid total senility. And that's all I have to say. I'll give it back to Kathleen.
Well, I was going to say, and that's a good thing too, is you were constantly learning, and with the group, like I say, it's just wonderful that you came out today on Father's Day, and everybody knew it, and everyone said, "Oh, let's do it anyways," and then all of a sudden, there are different ones that couldn't be here, but we do appreciate you, and next Sunday, it'll be the bigger group coming out because they do enjoy coming to the Gaelic League and having a session. With that, it looks like we just have time to say our goodbyes and wishing all of our fathers a very happy day, happy week. And as my mom used to say, Mother's Day was every day, so is Father's Day. Let's keep our parents, our loved ones, them special every day. Just a reminder that there is the special event out at the AOH Hall tomorrow with Pat Johnson's show for Ladies State fundraiser happening 4 to 6. There will be raffles as well. And here on Wednesday, come meet the Consulate General, Kevin Byrne, and stick around for Christina with, if you have passport, if you want to get an Irish passport, if you have started or want to find out more, on Wednesday from 6 to 8 is the time. And then, of course, Terry Murphy is entertaining here on Saturday from 8 to 11 this week. So thanks for tuning in to Detroit Irish Radio and CRBradio.com. This has been your host, Kathleen O'Neill, along with Bruce Smith, our call-ins from Port Keegan, Father Brendan, and Kathleen Pertica, and our DEMA musicians here today. Thank you so very much. Keep all that are in poor health in your prayers. May they continue to grow stronger and healthier with each day. Until next week, be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Have a great week. We're going out with a bit of Da Tunes by Searson, a group that was at the Motor City Irish Fest a few years back. 𝐶𝐞𝐭.